Hey guys, imagine this. It's the 1930s, and a sharp businessman from New York has built an incredible fortune during tough economic times through bootlegging and other ventures. Worried about losing it all to taxes or bad luck, he quietly gathers millions in cash, gold coins, diamonds, and valuable bonds, packs everything into a tough steel strongbox, drives upstate to a peaceful wooded spot near Phoenicia in New York's Catskill Mountains, digs a deep hole right by a creek, buries the box, and carves a simple X on a nearby tree as his secret marker. He tells only one trusted friend and heads back thinking his money is completely safe. But then, just months later, he's gone, and on his deathbed he starts rambling all kinds of clues about that hidden fortune. Today, that stash could be worth anywhere from 50 million to over 150 million dollars. And after 90 years of searches with metal detectors, maps, and determined treasure hunters, it has never been found. This is the real story of Dutch Schultz's lost treasure, one of the most exciting unsolved money mysteries in American history that still gets people out into the woods dreaming of striking it rich. Stick with me because by the end of this, you'll be wondering if you could be the one to finally solve it. Dutch Schultz, born Arthur Fliegenheimer, grew up in the Bronx and became known as a major player in New York's underground economy during Prohibition. He built a large operation that brought in serious money, reportedly up to $20 million a year at its peak. Like many people back then who didn't fully trust banks, especially during the Great Depression, he wanted to protect a big portion of his wealth. So when tax problems started heating up, he had his associates help collect bundles of $1,000 bills, negotiable Liberty bonds from World War I, gold coins, diamonds, and other gems. They loaded it all into one reinforced steel box designed to stay safe underground. One night, he and a close associate drove to an area around Phoenicia that he knew well from his earlier business routes. They picked a quiet spot near Esopus Creek, dug down deep, placed the strongbox inside, covered it carefully, and marked a tree with that simple X so they could find it again later. Dutch believed this was his perfect backup plan. But secrets like that have a way of spreading, and soon whispers about the buried fortune started circulating in certain circles. When Dutch passed away in 1935, after a sudden illness, he spent his final hours in a hospital bed, slipping in and out of consciousness. Nurses and investigators carefully wrote down everything he said. He muttered about the money, the box, the woods, a tree, and locations that seemed to point back to that upstate area near Phoenicia. Phrases like references to a can, pine trees, or straight lines between mountains got people excited right away. His associate who helped bury it didn't survive much longer either, which left the clues even more mysterious and scattered. Another man connected to the story may have seen a rough map, and he spent years afterward hiking through the same woods, digging in promising spots, and following every hint. But he never located the strongbox. Since then, generations of treasure hunters, historians, and everyday adventurers have kept the search going. They've used modern metal detectors, old maps, GPS, and even drones to explore the forests around Phoenicia and along Esopus Creek. A few have found interesting old coins or artifacts from that era, but nothing that matches the main treasure. The landscape has changed over 90 years. Trees have fallen, creeks have shifted, and that carved X could have grown over or disappeared completely. What makes this money story so addictive is the potential payoff. Back in 1935, the contents were estimated at $5 to $9 million. Adjusted for inflation, plus the value of gold, diamonds, and those rare bonds, experts say it could easily be worth $50 to $150 million or more today. That's life-changing money, just waiting underground if the stories are true. Some believe rival groups may have quietly recovered it soon after without telling anyone. Others think the clues were too vague or that nature simply hid it forever. But enough documented ramblings and consistent local legends keep serious searchers coming back year after year. Just think about it. If that steel box is still there, it could contain stacks of old $1,000 bills, shiny gold coins, sparkling diamonds, and uncashed bonds that have never been touched. Finding it would mean solving a 90-year puzzle that has stumped everyone before you. People still visit Phoenicia today, walking the trails, scanning the ground, and imagining that one lucky swing of a shovel could change everything. This kind of lost fortune reminds us how fortunes can be built, hidden, and then completely lost to time and secrecy. It turns ordinary hikes into exciting adventures and gets dreamers wondering what they would do with that kind of sudden wealth. If you're into money stories, treasure legends, or just love a good historical mystery, this one checks every box. So what do you think really happened to Dutch Schultz's hidden millions? Is the treasure still buried somewhere near Esopus Creek in the Catskills, waiting for the right person with the right clues? Or was it recovered long ago and kept secret? Have you ever gone looking for lost treasure yourself? Or do you have any tips for future hunters? Drop your thoughts and theories down in the comments. I read every single one and love when you guys bring fresh ideas or similar stories. If this tale of a massive buried fortune got you excited about money mysteries and hidden cash, hit that like button right now. Subscribe for more real-life stories about lost treasures, forgotten fortunes, and unsolved money puzzles, and share this video with a friend who dreams about striking it rich one day. Who knows? Talking about it might just keep the legend alive and inspire the next big discovery. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Stay curious, protect your own money wisely, and remember that sometimes the greatest riches are the ones still waiting to be found. I'll see you in the next story.